Gary, 3 points and a clean sheet. You can't complain about that.
No, I'm delighted. I'm delighted with the boys' attitude from start to finish. I thought maybe the first 10-15 minutes we started shaky. Started like a free team that was under. They knew they had to come here and win today, and they got a couple of chances, but so did we. But from then on in, from we got the goal, great ball by Ribs, great lob by Fitzy. From then on in, I thought we controlled the game and dominated the game. We got 2 goals at a great time. Peter Campbell's determination and grit and desire and hunger to get that penalty kick was superb, and it's what I love to see in a player. And of course, Mick steps up and slots it, and then another great time to score right on half time. We scored from the corner from another class finish from Mick again. So we done well. Second half, I've said to them I want to keep a clean sheet today, and they've went out, and as a defence, we've defended balls coming in the box. Jamesy's come and collected it. They never really had a clear cut chance in the second half. We just tested them, and the way we defended set pieces, corners and free kicks was brilliant. And again, Jamesy coming, taking pressure off, collecting crosses and stuff like that. But again, on the flip side, we created a lot of chances in the second half, but for a couple of great saves from our goalkeeper, and also the post and the bar on a couple of occasions as well. It could have been more, but I'm just delighted with the way they played.
I mean, you touched on earlier on, there was a couple of class performances in there from Peter. Mick was outstanding as well. I mean, you've got to be happy with how the individuals all performed.
I thought the front six was excellent. Ribsy was superb as well, picking up second balls, set up the first goal. Mick again showed his class and scored a couple of goals. And again, the front two worked their socks off. Josh was unlucky and hit the inside of the post near the end of the game. Fitzy's goal was quality. Andy Hall's come back in the last couple of games, been like himself. Peter's been like himself the last couple of games as well. And we need all our front four to play and produce if we're going to get results, and thankfully they did today. The back five, as I call them, as on a whole, was excellent today. Defended everything. Bar the first 10 minutes, we maybe let them in a couple of times, but that was probably a wee bit of nerves coming down here, knowing that we had to get a result today. Because we've only had 2 wins this year, so thankfully we got the 3rd win, and thankfully got our 3rd clean sheet of the season as well.
Maybe that's our luck starting to change ahead of a game next week against Linfield.
I hope so. Because the boys have worked their socks off, and the 2 games that they've played poor this year, they've got what they deserved in terms of the Ballymena game and the Carrick game. But there's a lot of games where they've played well and they haven't got what they've deserved. But today they've played well again. They've come out with the right attitude, right frame of mind, and again they've got their just rewards today, thankfully.
A big night for you afterwards with the testimonial for the first event of that.
Yeah, it's 10 years now, in December the 13th or 14th I think it was. It's been a long 10 years. It's been an enjoyable 10 years. Everybody that knows me knows I love the club. But there's been a lot of people that's helped me along the way to keep me in the job for 10 years. The players first and foremost, the staff that I've had in the 10 years, and obviously the board, the chairman especially, and the sponsors in the Irwins, and all the board members that's been there. It's been enjoyable. We've had a bit of success along the way. It's been probably one of the tougher years, but again, I always have belief in myself and belief that we'll get through it. There's no doubt there's too much quality in that change room, and the coaching staff, with Fergie and Mackers and Kyler and all the backroom staff like Blackie, the 2 goalkeeping coaches, and Johnny and Reggie and the physio Chris and Lauren, doctors, the 2 doctors that we have. Blackie kept man. There's too much quality in our change room not to get ourselves out of this run. Everybody goes through it, and unfortunately for me, it's took it in the testimonial year to go through that run. But it is what it is, and we'll get through it. We'll drive through it, and hopefully come out the other side and finish strongly.